Welcome to Two Finger Spirits. Today we got the Bruichladdich.
Right? So we're gonna do two of them.
Two.
Side
we
by
got
side.
the classic Laddie.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, did I mention we're Two Finger Spirits at all?
No, not yet, but we are.
We
Well,
are.
we are. And
Right.
we got James.
No, we don't.
Where is he?
He's Scotch absent.
Oh, man.
He's doing a little cookout
I
today.
even got an unpeated one for him.
We'll have to save him a little bit. You're welcome.
Save
James.
him a little.
You're welcome. So we got, let's see, two Bruichladdich products. One is a classic.
Beautiful.
And one is a Port Charlotte. Do you know? Give me a little bit about
The
both.
classic Laddie is a 6-year.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
The Port Charlotte is a 10-year.
Right.
They're both finished in
Madeira one call it?
I don't know if they're both done in Madeira. No, that one's mine.
Okay.
I messed up.
You messed up on the pour.
Yeah, little one's
Alright.
for you today.
There you go.
The camera guy's got another
Camera?
engagement.
Thank you.
So yeah, they're both finished in some sort of French wine casks.
Sherry,
the-
Madeira.
The classic Laddie is in a French sherry casks.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the other one. They're both in some sort of French wine cask.
Okay.
I think it's, is it port?
I don't think so. I think it was one is
It's
Madeira.
Port Charlotte, so
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Both are. Let's see. So the Bruichladdich.
They're both 100 proof.
The classic is
Alright.
both. They're both 100 proof.
Yeah,
Mash
which
bill,
I like.
Mash bills obviously both 100% malted barley.
Yep.
You said 6-year and
10-year.
10-year.
Which,
Okay.
The 10-year looks a little lighter in color, doesn't it? Maybe a hair?
They're pretty. They're really pretty close, man. They really are.
I feel like the Port Charlotte's a hair lighter with just a 10-year.
Yeah. If anything, yes.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Both
that-
non-chill filtered.
Yeah.
Price point on both?
I think the Port Charlotte's around 65 and the classic Laddie is 50.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
Very reasonable price.
Right?
And the classic Laddie is unpeated.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
But they're Isla Scotch, so you're really used to having that peat.
Right.
But we got peat here to make up for the.
Right. So there's repeat.
Right.
There you
Just
go.
a repeat.
Plenty of peat go around. But color-wise, I mean, they're both kind of a light gold.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, from what we understand, they're able to add color, but typically they don't.
These don't. I've read it, and they don't
Okay.
add color to these.
Okay. Interesting.
So let's. I'm gonna try the unpeated
All
first.
right, let's do that. This is the classic.
Mm.
Let's give it a whirl. Ooh. It's a bright nose.
Wow.
Not what I expected.
No, not what I expected at all.
I think
Sweet.
I had tried this with you over a year
ago,
ago. And I don't really remember. I don't remember much about it, to be honest with you.
That's really sweet. It's on the nose.
I almost get orange, like a light citrus,
Yeah, there's definitely
sweetness to it, like a vanilla, like an orange
Earthquake. Earthquake.
creamsicle.
Stay still. Earthquake. Is everyone okay after the earthquake?
All right,
I think I'm all right.
right.
Mm.
Like mandarin.
Yeah, but like almost like those orange pops with a cream inside.
Creamsicle.
Creamsicle was like, but like, because I'm getting some of that that sweet. I mean, not like.
Did you say creamsicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you getting a little
Like-
creamsicle?
Even like some graham cracker. You tasted?
Mm.
I'm not ready to taste yet. Just because.
Like I'm not getting typical Isla Scotch nose. I'm not getting smoke. I'm not really getting peat. Obviously it's unpeated, but I'm
Right.
not getting any of those things.
So I'm interested. I just want to smell a little bit longer on.
And that's why I don't like a lot of the other scotches. If I'm
right.
gonna have a scotch, I usually want an Isla Scotch.
You like the
'cause
Isla
you
Scotch?
like
The other one's just, I might as well get a bourbon. But this one, unpeated, this takes me by surprise,
Well,
even though I've had it
I'm
before.
gonna taste it. So,
Time. All right,
cheers.
let's go for it.
Even though you've had it, cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
This is fantastic. Like,
Mm.
I like it a lot. Unpeated.
Wow.
It's good. Wow.
What's this finishing? Sherry cat?
Sherry cat.
Sherry probably.
Wow.
Yeah, sherry Madeira.
Madeira Salterns. Not what I expected in a palate.
Not at all. But that creamsicle kind of carried through.
I get, that came through. I get still a little orange.
yeah.
I get a little bit of orange. I think I still get some like some graham cracker.
Yeah.
I get like some sort of baked graham cracker. It's good. It's good. It's tasty.
This is great.
I like it.
What's the price on this bottle?
65-ish?
65?
50? I think, yeah. That one's 50. The Port Charles 65.
All right. Wow. It's got like a little sweetness, but not overly
On
sweetness.
the nose was the sweetest.
Yeah, the palate kind of dried out a little bit, but it's good. I like it like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's a dry finish.
you know, I get on the finish. That's when I kind of get a little bit of that. Reminds me of Isla. I do taste a little smoke.
There is a hint of it, right?
A little smoke, touch, not a lot, but it's underlying smoke.
That's got to be from the barrel char, right? 'Cause
Probably.
It's not peated.
But I'm getting like on the finish, it's dry.
Right.
I get a little bit of that smokiness.
Yeah, a little bit of brininess, right?
No, I don't get. I don't
Okay.
really get briny.
No, I
Little.
don't get
Me.
the brine on this. I do get the char of the barrel at
Yeah,
the
at
end.
the end. And I get maybe a little bit of pepperiness, a little white pepper at the
Yeah,
end.
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
But very, very enjoyable.
I like
I
it.
like it.
Super enjoyable.
Let's switch it up. Let's try the Port Charlotte.
A little sip of water here.
So
I think I took down the ppm parts per million of the
this is heavily peated.
heavily peated.
So this should be
It should be the opposite, right?
very different.
That's why I wanted to do them in juxtaposition.
There you go. Trivia word. Was that was it vocab word? Sorry,
Vocabulary
vocab word.
word.
Right.
It did say the ppm somewhere, and I'm not sure where.
Brand's very sophisticated.
Okay. Well, let's nose this thing. I mean, color-wise, this even looks lighter. And
It
it's
looked lighter,
and
a
it's
hair.
aged 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Mm. So this one I get a little bit of the like salt pork on it.
yeah. Wow.
Oh, 40 parts per million.
Okay.
Which I had the Octomore that Bruichladdich put out, and it was the most peated ever, and that was
Right.
fantastic.
I didn't even know
I'll tell you.
Octomore was by Bruichladdich.
Saying this is heavily peated, I don't get heavily peated in the nose. Do
No,
you?
I don't.
Not compared to some of the stuff we've had in the
So the
past.
Lafroy 10-year cash
Oh, the
strength,
cash
or
strength
Louis
is just-
Beasties, or
I mean,
Unbelievable.
any of those Ardbegs. Yeah.
I definitely get a little bit of some smoke, some
Yeah.
peat. I get a little brininess. I get a little like beef jerky.
But why did I say heavily peated when it doesn't feel it?
It's a little misleading.
Just like when we did the Peat Monster, it wasn't
That
very
wasn't.
peaty, or the
Right.
the big peat that we did.
And if this is
yeah.
heavily peated, what would you consider the Octomore?
the Octomore is supposed to
Really,
be the most
really
peated.
freaking
Yeah,
peated.
right?
really,
Really,
freaking peated.
really peated.
That's the classic
Oh.
term right there.
Even when I had that, it wasn't.
Yeah,
that,
we're outside. It's
Yeah.
sounds of nature.
Even when I had the
Sounds
Octomore,
nature.
it wasn't that
I
overly peated.
I definitely get a little bit of I think there's some like almost like outdoorsy, earthy, garden herbalness to it.
Like I gotta check. Did I pick up the wrong one? Because it's not
No, you're-
peaty at all.
Oh, this one's peaty.
It's really not. I
gotta
get some
sip it.
earthy. I get some.
No, I mean like I
I
said,
get some moss, but not that smoked moss.
no, it's not. To me, it's very misleading to call it heavily peated. In the world of Isla Scotch, to me,
I agree.
I also agree.
I'm far from an expert in Isla Scotch, but I've had a few of them that I know
Yeah.
what I'm drinking. That's for sure.
And it's got a nice nose. It's pleasant.
No, it's nice. I mean, I still get a little bit of honey, a little bit of a little bit of citrus, and definitely some herbal, some garden smell.
Yeah.
It's a nice nose. It's kind of a complex nose.
Yeah, because I get botanicals. I get herbal.
I told you, I think I get a little beef too. I get a little jerky. I get a salted jerky,
I
Yeah.
already tasted it. This is like.
Well, I'll taste it.
I'm sorry.
You skipped ahead.
I had to go for it.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's try it.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I kind of
Oh, the smoke comes in at the end.
yeah.
Right on the swallow, the smoke comes in.
I'm a little bit on the palate. To me, it's very simple. The palate to me, wow. I mean, I got a lot of the nose. The palate to me was extremely short. A little bit of butteriness, A little bit of saltiness, but went right back to the finish. Like it was just a quick transition from palate to finish for me.
Yeah.
Like almost disappointing in the palate.
But the finish is good.
The finish is good. I get a little bit of smoke, a little bit of pepper.
Yeah, definitely get the pepper.
You know, a little. I definitely get the brininess in the finish, but the palate was like quick transition.
Right.
Let me try that again.
You know.
Although I'm getting a long finish on it, where like I breathe in after and I taste that pepper. It's good. The finish is really good.
No, the finish hangs out for a while.
Yeah.
The palate. I don't know. Are you getting the same kind of thing? Is it really short for you?
Well, the palate is its least complex component. The nose has got some complexity. The finish even more so.
I agree.
But the palate doesn't have much more than like maybe a gingerbread or a graham cracker.
Yeah, you know, it's. I mean,
the palate's more just like kind of there. But the finish is where the smoke comes in, the brine comes in.
no, the finish lingers for a while for me. I definitely get a lot of
I think that's where it's at.
I still do not get heavily peated out of this pour at all.
No.
You get some peat on the finish, and that's it.
No, but not even like the. I mean, no disrespect to Bruichladdich, but I don't get to call this heavily peated to me.
I would call it somewhat peated.
And they, you know, they say it's 40 parts per million, but I've never seen a statement like that on any of the Ardbegs or Laphroaigs.
I would love to know because it would be helpful to compare.
Yeah,
But
I'd
I
like
was
to
saying,
know that.
we just had the classic Laddie, and like that's unpeated. All right, I get it. This one somewhat peated, at most. I would love to compare it to
I get
the
more
aqua
peat
one,
now in the nose. After going back after a little bit, I go revisit the nose.
but not much.
But I can see it there. That's where I kind of see it in the palate. I really don't get the peatiness. I get a little bit in the finish, not overpowering.
Even if nosing them side by side.
I would call this an intro to an Isle Scotch at best.
You know,
I like it. I don't dislike it.
No, I don't dislike it at all.
I don't dislike it.
No.
But I think if I bought it knowing it said heavily peated,
I would
If you were
expect-
expecting to get
peated,
something like really to blow you out of the water with peat,
I'd be probably pretty disappointed.
yeah, I would.
I would be.
I agree
Why
with
go
you.
through the trouble of saying 40 parts per million and heavily peated when
Right.
it doesn't got anything on?
I would
No,
say
on one of the Ardbegs.
I would say
Look,
lightly peated, but it's good.
I
can't
know,
say it's not good.
in the world of, I think for my experience with Isle Scotch anyway, and for this price point, even some of the ones we've tried that are maybe in the 90 range, I think there's a lot better Isle Scotches that are good smoke, good peat. You like that?
Yeah, if you like that, then there is. These are good if these are in your flavor profile. But if you're expecting like a heavily peated, like
It's
a
not that.
Ardbeg or a Laphroaig,
or a Noah.
yeah.
Oh,
right?
they know it.
That thing's good.
Right.
If I'm in, like, no, you guys know that I am not normally a Scotch person or an Isle Scotch person. If I do go for a Scotch, I have to really be in the mood for it, and it has to be something that kind of agrees with me. Even Isla, you know, even the smoke and peat, if I'm in the mood for it, I enjoy it. If I were to go and pour this, I'd go, wow, that's really not what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whereas we talk about some of the Ardbegs, and like the Anoa, I really like that to me, like, which I didn't expect that to be the one that lineup that I like.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe.
surprised too.
That
For you.
one was better to me. Was better than all of them. You know,
And I think that was finished in something.
it was finished in cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah. So out of these two, I mean,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
it was. It was. So like for me, for these two, I like the classic for about $50, 60 bucks.
Which is not an Isla. I mean, it's from Isla, but it's not what you would get.
It's not your typical.
because
Right.
it's not peated.
But this is very nice, especially for a summertime Scotch.
Mm.
When
Yes.
you're talking about light and it's bright, it's a good pour.
Going back to it now,
I just did.
So I'm gonna,
it's got a punch of sweetness.
Yeah.
It's
And I love the
still
bottle.
got that creamsicle.
You know I'm that bottle guy. I love the bottles.
Do you?
Yeah, the packaging is...
I don't love that I can't see how much is left in there. I want a see-through bottle. This one's a little more see-through.
keeps you honest.
And we're
Going back, I do like this a lot.
I do like it.
It's refreshing. It
is refreshing.
Like, especially if you're gonna, you know, not everybody likes to drink whiskey in the summertime. It's hot.
I do.
You want- Well, not everybody
But
I
does.
know,
no,
a lot of
you're
people
right.
don't.
I know a
But
lot of people that
like
don't.
I
Yeah.
know, like I typically like high proof bourbons,
Mhm.
high proof rye. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
But when it comes to when it's really hot out, you don't want a 120 proof whiskey.
Right.
Right, like yeah,
So
walking
sometimes
around
like,
with it.
I'll drink something lighter, like you know, like legacy,
Legacy.
like that's a good one, or like a lighter, like you know, a 90 proof, or Wyoming,
Yeah, the 88 proof.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like those are ones like you want kind of like. Oh, excuse me, Larson, not Legacy. Larson.
I wonder what Legacy was. I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm searching my memory.
Sorry.
bank.
I was trying
Did
to
have a Legacy.
I was trying to think.
But yeah, the Larceny's a nice
the regular.
weeded-
It's a 92.
Yeah, it's
weed.
92.
Even like you know, even
That is what I like about these though. They're 100 proof. A lot
Right.
of scotches are 80 proof, and
Right.
I'm no diggity with that.
But like you know, for 100 proof, you're getting good flavor here.
Yeah.
You are. It's, you know, but the Port Charlotte to me is the flavor in the palate is
The
not.
palate
what you
was underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
The nose is good. The finish is good. And overall, good. And this is off the heels of the Nick Offerman Lagavulin,
get. Right.
which had more
flavor
smoke
for sure. Smoke for
than
sure.
than this heavily peated one.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I for me, if I put that against the Lagavulin blows it away.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Blows it away.
Blows it
Blows it away.
Blows it away.
And I meant to mention it when we did the Lagavulin, because we did the Lagavulin 8 years, right?
All right.
Didn't we do an 8 year?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
A while ago.
I like that one too.
And I think I like the 8 year better than the
It's good.
Offerman one.
It was good. Well, it's hard to compare
It's
now.
hard to compare now.
It's a while ago.
Yeah.
We might have to put them up to each other
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a great
in
idea.
juxtaposition.
That's
See how I went back to the vocab word. Yeah.
yep.
You guys learned something today over at home.
So, all in all, I think they're both decent pours
Good.
and worth trying.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. If you're looking for your typical Isla Scotch, I don't think either one.
I don't think either of them
either
are,
one
no.
fall in that
Right.
category. But you know, they're worth for the price point. These are relatively inexpensive.
And it's nice to get these and do them side by side like this.
Right. I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you know, give them a shot. Love to know what hear what you think. You know,
Absolutely,
if you had them both or if you had one of them, throw a comment. You know, we'd love to hear some feedback. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. You know, definitely something different. But for summertime, I'll tell you, the classic. I think it's a good pour for summertime.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
got that
Summertime
fruity, that
scotch?
creaminess.
Yeah,
It's got a
it's-
great mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I like it better than the Port Charlotte.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
But they're not bad. I'll tell you that.
They're
Nope.
both decent, but
Yep.
just not what I was expecting.
Right.
Even though I've had them both, but it was early on in my whiskey drinking.
Okay.
This early on. I've been drinking whiskey for 30 years. I don't think it was legal when I was drinking whiskey. Come on. Anyway, thank you very much. Cheers. Enjoy your
Thanks for
weekend.
coming out. Cheers, everybody.